to the 10th floor. It's me, Matt.
Hi, everybody. It's Kat. Good
Hey.
morning.
Hi. Hello. Hey, everybody. Get out of that waiting room. Get out of that waiting room. So Chandra showed up with tuna casserole that she had made for Michael and Willow's wedding. And the seal on it just isn't very tight, and it just smells like tuna in here. And we just need to go. We need to get into the
Yeah, we need to get the heck out of there.
we gotta let this space breathe a little bit. There's plenty of room.
You know who's going to be upset about that?
Hmm?
You know who's going to be upset about that tuna casserole?
Who?
Mama Q. She don't like no one stepping on her.
Oh, that's right. She's got to cook all of it for it, even for Michael and Willow's wedding. Why not?
Yes.
There's room for everybody though. Mary, there's room for you in the elevator. Carolyn, Kelly, hey Kelly, I hope we sent your mug finally. We sent the label to send your mug. It's been a complicated process, but we're getting
It's been a complicated thing, yes.
Stephanie, there's room for you. What's up?
I even took it to FedEx as we formatted what we could. Yeah. And I took it to FedEx and they said, no, this ain't going to work. You can't scan this. I'm like,
that's okay.
Oh, man, okay.
We're making it happen. There's room for Stephanie, Carolyn, Chandra. Of course, Chandra's going to push the button. Estee. Hello, Estee. What's this here? Amelia home? Hello, Amelia. Jacarius is here. Jeannie, hey. Don't apologize, Kelly. It seems like you live in a lovely, quaint town, far away from everything. In like nowhere, Canada, so it's all good. It's all good.
Hey,
Amelia is waiting on the manicotti. That's what she's waiting for. So
Oh well, Mama Q probably makes a manicotti, right? Yeah, and they probably have tiramisu cake.
Anyway, we're going all the way up to the 10th floor, folks. We're going all the way up to the 10th floor. When we get there, the elevator doors are going to open. You step out onto the beautiful, clean, pristine hospital floor. Not a speck to be found anywhere unless you zoom in real close to the corners, because that's where all the dirt is hidden. We've seen it live ourselves in person, and we're going to see it soon in a couple of months. The GH convention's coming soon, Mama.
I know.
It's a couple of months. We're going to be live together in the same space once again, interacting with people out there. And I was on the Facebook page. I was on the Creation Events Facebook page for the official GH convention, which is in June, I think. And people from all walks of life are like, oh, I'm so excited to come to this thing. So, it seems as though there might be a number of people there this time.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And they announced some more guests, you guys. So
yeah, Maurice Bernard.
Mr. Mo's going to be there.
Maurice Bernard is going to be there now. You were waiting on that announcement. You were waiting on that centerpiece, so to speak, to come through, because we don't have Finola Hughes on there. Not yet, if at all, We got Laura Wright.
But
she's kind of like one of those expected people, right?
Oh, I know who was announced.
Oh,
Dominic
Zampranga. Yeah, he's going to be there too.
They were announced this week. Maurice Bernard, my little Dexter. I might call him
Evan
Dexter
Hoffer.
when I meet him. Dexter and Mr.
Dante, Dex, and Sunny live in front of our very eyes, and in front of your virtual eyes. I don't know, to a degree. We'll still figure it out exactly how we're going to be broadcasting this to you, because of course we can't set up a hidden camera somewhere and show you the Q&A. That would be wrong.
Well, that gets kicked out.
Well, I mean, beyond that, it would just be morally compromised. It's something Victor Cassadine would do, and we're not Cassadine.
You know what? There's a number of things Victor Cassadine would do. Good gosh.
Including selling people to be murdered.
Off the rails for real.
He's selling people to just get killed.
Yeah. Ow.
Oh my gosh. Kelly shouts, Dom is a sexy Canadian. So, there we go. There we go.
He is from Canada, isn't he?
Yeah.
Dominic Zampranga.
Yeah, Dominic.
He was there last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was there last time. Right? So it was supposed to be. The Sunny and Dante panel, and then Michael had come out, and it made Sunny and the boys. It was a surprise. Surprise! Yeah. Look, Chad Dole's here as well. Everybody, look at that. We're pulling out a third chair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, no, that's when they got to talk about cool things like last year they discussed it was the originally when Sunny and Nina had just got together and Carly and Sunny had just split. And
Yes, they.
Michael and Dante were obviously on opposite sides of this. And I
Hmm.
remember Dante telling Michael, "Hey, I'm defending my dad. You're defending your mom. This is how this works."
Hmm.
And then they said at the convention that's something that Dominic had come up with. That was a line that he had said on the fly during the
Hmm.
recording session. That really worked out.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's neat. So I'm looking for that kind of fun insight again at the convention. So it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. And
Ew.
it's because of contributions from people like Karen Payne, who's bought us 5 Corinthos coffees this week. That maybe we'll be able to get like a cool autograph for somebody, something to share with you
Wow.
guys
Thank
for
you.
our good time. So, thank you very much, Karen. And while we're on the subject, Lee Dempsey, I need you to reach out to us. Email us at 10thfloorgh@gmail.com and get us some shipping info so we can send you your mug because she, oh gosh, Lee, I don't know. Thank you so much, Lee, got us, bought a membership, a year-long membership to the channel. So with that comes a mug. So do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us the address. Yeah. I cannot send it to you if I don't know where to send
Yeah,
it
yeah,
to.
and so that's a failing of the buy me a coffee thing. So you're gonna have to reach out to us in order for us to send you something.
Yep.
Until I can figure out some other method. But do that. Thank you, Lee. Please. I think I don't know. I don't want to gender you without knowing exactly. So contact. Thanks, Lee.
Yes, please.
Ah, hey, Kaiwan. Kaiwan's here. Oh, I'm a
Hi.
he. Hey, Lee's here. Hey, Lee. Oh, I'm a he. Okay, great. I wasn't sure because Lee, you're a big purple L, uh, right now, on the chat. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So email us. Get you your
Email
mug.
us 10thfloorgh@gmail.com. Send us your address. We'll get you that mug sent out lickety split, and hopefully you live in the United States, and it'll be a lot easier to get it to you. Thank you very much, Lee. Lee says he'll do it. All right. Okay.
Oh.
So we're walking out on the 10th floor. Okay. You look to the left. You can see on the couches. You can see Elizabeth and I was going to say Franco, but it's not Franco. It's Austin hanging out, working together.
Mm-hmm.
Discussing a case.
Mm-hmm.
Becoming
Yeah.
friends, sharing scenes together once again. Roger Howarth and I don't remember anything when I try to broadcast this nonsense, Mother. Why can't I remember anything?
I don't know, honey. I don't know. I don't remember much either.
Rebecca Herbst and Roger Howarth once again sharing a screen together, having some lines, being friends.
I love that. However, I don't want them to pair the two of them because I don't want it's too reminiscent of Franco because it's the same person.
You can't.
Can't do it.
You can't. You simply can't.
But
You certainly can't.
I kind of like Mr. Austin. I like him with Ava though.
You know
I do.
what you know what I realized recently, Ma? You know what I noticed?
Mhm.
What I know what's you know what Austin's initials are?
Yeah. A.G.
He's Dr. GH.
Dr. G.H. That's cute.
Has anybody else noticed that? Or am I like way late to the party? Let me know. Let me know.
I didn't notice it.
The Tomlin family is here. Hello, Tomlins. Tomlins from Texas.
Hi guys.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh,
I've
goodness.
been locked out of Twitter. I haven't been able to be on. I haven't been on Twitter.
You got locked out? Why?
Well, I got a new phone, and then you got to redo everything. And I don't know. I know. Well, you're just gonna have to tell me after the show. I don't know our password.
Oh, okay. No problem. So yeah, it was nice. It was nice to see Becky Herbst and Roger Howarth on screen together again. I like that pairing. I was a big Liz and Franco fan. When they abruptly killed off Franco, I was very sad.
You were pulling for him, huh?
I really was. Especially after the digital brain swap nonsense. I was sold on it. I loved the digital brain swap.
Well, GH got a clue, and we were saying this last week. Why aren't you using the Navy SEAL? Why aren't you picking the brain of the Navy SEAL?
Well, I guess they are now, and they're figuring it out by looking through 2 boxes. Not 1, but 2 whole boxes through Drew's old stuff that Kim had kept. They introduced him at the nurses' ball as Dr. G.H. himself, Dr. Gatlin Holt. Now, I guess they did do that. I'm sure they did. I don't recall them doing that. But also at the same time, that can be interpreted as like, ooh, the Doctor of G.H. He's Mr. G.H. right now.
I do remember that line, and I didn't make that connection then. I thought, oh, Dr. G.H., like he's big deal.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I didn't get
it. Kelly says that she didn't figure it out. That's funny. So good. Angela's here. Hey, Angela. How's it going? Daisy's here. Look at that. Everybody's filling up.
All of our friends. Welcome, you guys.
Oh gosh. So that was cool. And then, we didn't have much other than just like a scene, and then like Amy being all like me.
Oh, Amy was acting so stupid.
Well, she's the new super gossip. Like,
I know,
that is what we've
God.
leaned into wholeheartedly, is get involved from the gossip.
I know that's supposed to be her character. I was like, but I was yelling at the TV. I was yelling at the TV. I'm like, shut up or move along. Damn.
This has nothing to do with you. Why are you trying to ruin this man's happiness? Well, you can't, because Ava and her husband, it's just I don't know, add tension to make him grit his teeth, to be the tag at the end of a scene, to be like, oh, I know what's happened to Nicholas,
Mm-hmm.
I need a good Roger Howarth impression. He's just so normal. It's hard.
Yes. Gotta have like this, Oh, it'll be interesting to see what kind of accent can you pull out of your hat for Ethan, because he's probably going to have an English accent.
I'm Ethan. I'm English, and I'm a blonde tough man. I'm a blonde tough man. I'm gonna beat you up. I don't know what he sounds like yet.
I have to say though, I was very disappointed to see it wasn't the original Ethan. No. I was, but I'm gonna give this new guy a shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the new guy a shot. They obviously decided to try to choose someone that looks like Luke a little bit.
Trying to squish that, huh?
Anything.
Trying to make it so he's not Scorpio.
Name that Ethan. What was his name? His last name was Parsons, wasn't it? I don't remember.
Something like that. Nathan Parsons, something like that. I don't remember.
Something like that. Anyway, I really wanted that Ethan, but it's okay. It's okay. We got this blondie Ethan, and I hope if he ain't Luke like, I'm gonna be mad.
Well, look at me trying to talk about Austin, and here we are, right on Ethan. That's all right. There's not much to say about Austin. Not much to say about Austin at all. Not yet.
Well, his story's gonna come back.
Yeah, it's just on the back burner right now.
Yeah,
We've got too much Cassadine intensity happening, but the Cassadine intensity really is. It's touching everybody at this point. I mean, as close to everybody. Everybody's getting looped in. Like we said last week, day by day, more people are Drew now, and Ava finds out, and now we're getting off the boat and doing whatever's next.
Well, the last thing they did on Friday was dock.
Right, and we've got a map of potential locations and Laura running things from the hospital of all places. Just everybody's getting roped in. Nathan Parsons confirmed. Thank you very much, Angela. Yep. Nathan. The actor is actually Australian. See, that's why people wanted him to be Robert's kid. It's called, I'm Australian. I'm Ethan.
I just loved him so much as Ethan, and well, like I said, we're going to give this blondie kid a chance.
Oh, what a blondie, blonde person.
Yeah, like Ethan, when they had him on the first time, when Ethan was on there the first time, well, he kind of favored his mom a little bit, looked a little more like, like Holly.
Yeah.
But this one, no, he's looking like Luke.
Yes, definitely.
I'm just glad his perm is too tight.
No, 100%. You can see that was my first thought was they cast this person and put this hair on this person's head specifically to be like, we are not going to a Robert is actually his dad story. This is Luke's child, and we're going into it straight away. So there's not going to be any time of anybody going wah, 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 while we're telling the dang story. Tracy's here buying Luke's kid from the auction block. Like it's probably about to get really Luke heavy, like pretty Luke centric pretty soon, I think.
I hope so.
But does that mean, Mom, that your dreams are going to come true? And by May sweeps, we're going to have Anthony Geary zooming in via satellite.
I don't care. Like I said, I don't care. 15 seconds is nonsense. I don't care. I just want Luke for a second.
You just want it. Is this the first umbrella story in years on General Hospital, says Calon? I think so. There was a natural disaster that happened because James Harvey was fracking, and it caused an earthquake. That's something that kind of impacted a number of characters, but the earthquake itself and stuff, that was only like a week long. And then Drew shot James Harvey when he was trying to attack Franco and had to get the filing cabinet off of Franco, and all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was.
James Harvey, the Diddler.
Yeah.
The Diddler.
Well, he's in a good place for a diddler.
The end of Elena's DVD is going to be her saying, "Oh yeah, Victor's gone even too nuts for my taste." You know, they're on the Haunted Star. There's rumors that Constance Towers has filmed some scenes or is coming back to the show in some sort of way. Wouldn't that be something? Because what's at the end of the tape is something that GH fans have been talking about since they played it. It's something we've been joking about. It's like, what does Sonny do? You know, coming up with all these joke responses. It's nothing that we're taking too seriously, but it's something that's been mentioned and mentioned and mentioned and mentioned. And we know that these people are plugged into the social media responses to General Hospital. Now, wouldn't it be something if Victor is like, "Oh, what's this DVD?" And Victor Cassadine, if you happen to be seeing this, Valentine is not your son.
Wouldn't it be something too? It like right at the end, she says, "By the way, Valentine is not yours."
Yeah, Valentine is not yours. He was immaculately conceived by my pure evil.
This kind of thing reminds, I'm sure this is not a movie that you have seen, Matt, or maybe even heard of it. But there's a movie from, I believe it was in the early 80s, called The Island of Dr. Moreau.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. But that's a Brando movie, right?
No, I don't
No.
think so.
Okay, continue.
Anyway, it's an island where they're running experiments on people.
Mm-hmm.
And like they got like a person with a pig nose. Like, you know, they're able to do this. The Island of Dr. Moreau. So that's kind of reminds me of the Cassadine Island, because you know they're doing all kinds of experiments there, right?
So you want an island of Dr.
And Dr.
Moreau.
Obret needs Dr. Obret, pretty smart.
Yeah.
Dr. Obret needs Trina and Spencer, where she can run experiments. And she needs them well fed and watered.
Piggies.
Isn't that what she said?
Yes. I need them well fed and I need them watered and I need them ready to be injected by all of my chemicals and poison. No, I like how she's like, nah, I'm just gonna lean into the evil villainess character for this, the mad scientist. Oh, the challenge, Victor! You've presented me such a challenge.
Yes. Well, she had to come up with something, because man, when they were on the deck of the Honda Star, and he was like acting like he was gonna throw Spencer and Trina off of it into the water, you could see Obret was like, she was like terrorized.
Okay,
what? Obret, you got to do something, girl. You got to do
save
something.
these young people's lives. You cannot just let them die. What would my Brita think? No. She's quick.
It is a cool umbrella story, though.
Yes.
It is a cool umbrella story, and it kind of, you know, the biggest umbrella story that comes to mind for me is when the Metrocorp blew up.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most recent prominent one, and that was a long time ago at this
It was
point.
a long
I
time
mean, I
ago.
don't know, was the Toxic Balls after that? Because I think that that had a lot of people involved in that story.
Yeah, I don't know if the
I don't
Toxic
know.
Balls
I don't
before that or after.
know. Tony Jones succumbed to the Toxic Balls, didn't he? Uh,
Oh, did. Then they
Brando
changed
was
it to Spheres because everybody got tired of saying
saying
balls.
balls. Uh, Marlon Brando played Dr. Moreau in the remake. There was an original in 1977, Burt Lancaster.
That Burt Lancaster is the movie that I recall.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, that's the one I recall. I didn't see the Brando one.
gotcha,
I saw the Lancaster one.
gotcha.
But it just made me think of that silly movie, you know.
Oh man, 1977, 1976. What's fun years for a lot of people, I'm sure.
I was a freshman in high school.
What a good time to be alive then, 1976. The bicentennial. Americana was strong. American flags everywhere. Fireworks every night of the week.
It was a big deal.
That July 4th,
Actually,
I'm sure, was epic.
it was a big deal.
This was when you could have safe neighborhood barbecues, you know, just have hot dogs, hamburgers, sparklers that actually sparkled. Now they just make smoke.
They're made kind of ghetto.
Oh, goodness gracious. The floating rib explosion was sort of an umbrella story, says Melissa. That's sort of true. That's sort of true.
Smaller
Cyrus
scale.
touched everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. The water crisis was an umbrella story. I don't remember a water crisis.
Well, I don't either. You know, they're in crisis so often, though. They kind of just meld together, don't they?
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Amelia speculates that you and she are the same age. Probably because you were probably freshmen in high school in the same year.
Well, I'll be 62 on August 10th.
Okay, there we go. And Jeannie was 15 in 77. Look at that. You're with your peers and contemporaries, Ma. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about then when it comes to sparklers that actually sparkle on 4th of July.
Yeah, and they
Compared
used
to
to be
today.
made on a metal stick, remember?
Yeah, they would get hot. You'd like burn your little hands, and then the government deemed it was too dangerous. Jerry Jacks was poisoning the water. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Jerry
Emma
Jacks.
almost died.
Oh,
My
yeah.
gosh, everybody remembers this.
God,
one.
he was a good villain, wasn't he?
Passionately remember this. 62 and February's 20th, says Aaron. Oh, there you go. Hey, happy birthday, everybody.
Well, we are General
days.
Hospital's demographic, you guys.
For sure.
We really
for
are.
Sure. I'm a portion of the demographic. You're the majority of the demographic.
Mhm.
And Sprina fans worldwide. Sprina fans worldwide. Since I said Sprina fans worldwide, I teased this a little bit on Twitter. This interesting thing that happened with the real life fandom of this
Yeah,
crazy soap of General
You text me
Hospital.
a little something about that.
Yeah, no, okay. So here's the real skinny on this thing.
What's
folks.
the skinny on
It's
it?
the 10th floor, okay? I don't have every detail there is to have about this situation. Okay.
No.
I know what happened. I know some things. I know who this person is to a degree, just due to being online, being on Twitter, and every once in a while catching some heat for having an opinion or tweeting something and getting a very harsh negative response in return. I don't have receipts, I don't save these things to look back, I don't take screenshots of it, and it's not like I'm going to take the time to go dig in myself. This is the 10th floor. You're lucky I even clicked the broadcast button. Enough work as it is. But there's this Twitter user, maybe you know the name. The name was Beauty Eli. And apparently, big prominent member of the Sprina fandom, a part of their Discord chats and the chair, the board of Sprina fandom, where it's like, the people who make the decisions as to where to put the advertisements and where to spend the money and how to organize things best. And as it turns out, this person has been catfishing her entire life and has been putting a different face on for her online profile and her activities. From what I saw, it looks like she had been taking every single Instagram post of this real person and their life, stealing them and then putting them on their Twitter page and being like, look at me, look at my family, look at my adventures, look at my fun.
How was she ever gonna? Well, okay, but how was she ever going to be able to show her real face?
Never.
How was she ever
Wasn't
going
gonna.
to be able to
Wasn't
actually
gonna.
have? I don't get it.
Was going to keep doing this until they couldn't anymore, and they couldn't anymore was now. Somebody had found this out. Somebody had found the real profile of this person and saw exactly 1-to-1 images.
Wow.
But the ones that had showed up on this other person's page, Beauty Eli, whoever they really are in real life, I think they just deactivated everything and have gone into the ether. But from timestamps and stuff, it was, somebody would post on this Instagram account, and then a couple of days later, boom, it would show up on the Twitter page. Yeah. And they use pictures of babies as like, this is the first Sprina baby. This is the first baby born during the fandom, during the craze, as an icon, a mascot, something to celebrate.
Did they name the child Spring?
I haven't.
Or claim they did?
I don't know if it went that far. But it might have. The only thing that so this person has obviously hurt a lot of feelings and has put a big blemish on a lot of the online activities and the face that the Sprina fandom has as a whole. It seems as though, just from my observations, they are not making a big deal of this. It happened. They said this happened. They said, whoops, sorry. And as a whole, they are just moving on with loving and supporting this couple on General Hospital.
Well, I'm sure some members of that group, they were hoodwinked as well.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of betrayed hearts. I don't know if anybody was grifted from money. I don't know if it went that far. If it did, I'm very sorry for anybody that was victimized in that way. But when it comes down to it, you thought you were interacting with somebody who wasn't what they said they were. At least when it came to, oh gosh, it got so deep. It wasn't just like, here's a different face. It was, here's a different life entirely. So they're really, what a real life soap opera. That's somebody pulling off their mask, and they haven't been this person the whole time. They've been Alex Devane in a mask,
Yeah. I just don't understand why they would even want to do that. But I guess, I'm trying to speak some logic into it. I guess there isn't.
Yeah. Angela suggests that she'd been able to be able to get away with it longer if she hadn't been such a massive bully to anybody that didn't adore Sprina or say anything positive about Jax. Because that person was the champion to be like, F you for liking Jax. They are nothing compared to Sprina. How dare you? They might have been, see, I'm not going to call for anyway, I wasn't there for a lot of it, so I can't quote this person exactly, on every single instance. But, just, bummer. Just a bummer for everybody involved. And I'm sorry that happened to the Sprina fandom, because I know that these are passionate people that really, really, really love this couple. And in turn, really love love an aspect of General Hospital because of it. And when it comes to any sort of success or bump or notoriety, that a lot has to be owed to the Sprina fans for that right now. They're getting an entire adventure story centered in the 60th anniversary because of how loud and loyal and passionate they've been. And Trina, or Spencer and Trina wouldn't be the center of this if it wasn't for what the Sprina fans have brought.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It might have happened anyway.
I don't know. Why else? Why else would it be these two?
Well,
I don't know. I don't know. It could have burned out. Cody's not going to be the center of no adventure. Nobody cares about Cody.
Yeah.
Sprina fans will find a way to thrive despite this debacle. And they already are. Like I said, they've already left this behind. I just mentioned it because it would be fun to tease and,
So is this person out of the Sprina
Oh,
group now.
yeah, they've deleted all of their accounts and stuff, and have just gone into the wind. I'm sure they are already somebody else online. I'm sure they are already somebody else. I don't know who.
Is that?
Isn't that wild? Just craziness.
Yeah,
Just
it is
craziness.
wild.
You know, this is a bummer, and if people got money taken from them, it's even worse. But when it comes
Yes.
down to it, it's somebody posing as somebody else, stealing somebody's life to be prominent in a fan base for a soap opera. That's pretty weird. That's pretty
Yeah, it's
pretty odd. I gotta say.
not.
But it's not the same victimization of like forcing somebody to fall in love with you and pay for trips and all these
Right.
things that you might have seen on like Catfish on MTV.
Right.
So, I'm not saying
Yeah.
that as any sort of excuse, but just a sort of, we don't need to find this person and like break their kneecaps or anything. I don't think it's that serious, but just crazy weird. Oh my goodness. Just
It
what a
is.
real life soap opera
It is.
in the soap fandom.
And this is what kind of makes me sad for the other folks as well. I know if I were Tabiana Ali or I was Nicholas Chavez now, I'd say, folks, I knew.
Alicia
have a whole lot
confirms
to do with
on
about
in the chat. She confirms more information than us. Good. Nobody's money was stolen. She never touched funds. Please verify. Great.
Good.
Great. Well, there's my verification. Great. And I
But-
said if, and I said I don't know if, but if they did, then I'm. Remember that. Nicholas Chavez also posted that somebody was impersonating him. Well, you got somebody reach out to you saying, "Hey, I'm Maurice Bernard," right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. And they tried to talk to me on Messenger and stuff. Tried. Yeah, and I almost fell for it for a second.
But you didn't because you're a smart cookie.
No, I didn't
what
fall
you
for it. I was like, nah, you ain't Mo. And in fact, I said, oh, hell no, you ain't Mo, is what I said. Oh, hell no, you ain't Mo. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, well, I guess we could talk about the story again. Talk about the show once again. All right, what did we talk about? We talked about Blondie. Tracy's back. Tracy has seen. That was fun. She was the woman in the big hat just showing up in the middle of nowhere. Long,
Yes.
straight, gray, immaculate, rich person hair.
I loved her hair.
Yeah.
In fact, I was like, Jill, I've been thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing that myself.
Just letting it go gray.
Just letting it go. I would have hair just like Tracy if I let it go.
Well, oh my gosh, Ma, she looked fabulous. You could look fabulous too.
Because my hair is white.
Yeah, you could try it out, and then
I
if you
would look just like my hair would look like hers.
you could try it, and if you don't like it, you just cover it up again.
A lot of effort for not to like it. Really.
Well, I guess you're stuck then,
Awesome.
and there's nothing that you could ever do.
Yeah. Anyway, I loved it. Tracy showed up. I loved it.
Or maybe there's an app or something that'll show you what you would look like.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
But you look it up. You find out. You can figure it out. Trey, yeah, Chandra, I agree with you entirely. Along with us, Tracy looking amazing. Just looking they're buying.
Yeah, she did.
Buying the life of Ethan, and I can only imagine that this is connected to Luke. It's a Luke's kid, So I can
Well, yeah,
save
that's why
Ethan's life.
Tracy showed up, right?
And who knows what sort of investigation she's been doing on her own in Europe and just not telling anybody about. She should be coming in locked and loaded with all sorts of information.
Yes.
I use
Yes,
my
I
Quartermain
love it.
connections. What are you talking about? Oh, what are you telling you? You telling me you don't know where they're going? Ugh.
I loved it. And I thought she looked fabulous too. Good.
Kelly wants you to know that you're gorgeous now.
Huh?
Kelly wants you to know that you are gorgeous now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, so we got Holly and Felicia and Tracy there to save the day.
Yeah. Holly thought that she was losing the kid. Come on, Holly. I know that you've been out of the spy game for a little bit, but my money manager will be in touch shortly. I'm just going to take off with my merchandise. That was going to work. You thought that was going to work? How long have you been doing this? It's like, and then they're just like, oh no, it's the 24th century, 21st century now. You could just
Mm-hmm.
put your account number here.
Mm-hmm.
Please do. Oh, you don't? All right. Well, you lose.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my gun. Now, Felicia blew the whole thing, though, because Tracy's hat came off, and she immediately went, Tracy.
Yeah.
You know, like, she should have went like, who are you? You know, maybe they
Yeah.
could have gotten away with something.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy run in to save the day, save her
Mm-hmm.
stepson.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
Right?
we got Tracy Quartermain back. She's on contract, so we're gonna have her. We're gonna have her a lot, but we don't know for how long.
So Jane
3 months?
Elliott.
What are they?
But
How long are they?
dig
3
it.
months? 8-month contracts?
So-
What are they, folks?
so-
Tell me.
Well, I know she loves General Hospital, and it's the 60th anniversary, Jane Elliott.
But she
But
doesn't
maybe-
love sticking around for a long time.
I mean, maybe she don't love not acting either.
Maybe she just like needs a paycheck, like any other normal person.
Maybe.
Or she misses it. I don't know. I don't know what it's like because I've never been on a soap opera myself. So I don't know what it's like to have that push, that pull, that desire for constant work. You know, because when you're prominent on a soap, you know, you're pumping stuff out all the time. Sure, you get the 2-week breaks, but you are living this character's life, you know, for a number of weeks out of the month.
Yeah, but I would think that all the actors think it's pretty cool that they have those 3-week blocks, you know, 2-week blocks.
Have to be. Oh, goodness. Tracy's a great mom to her stepkids. Poor Ned. Disappearing Dylan. Oh, yeah, where is Dylan? Dylan's just nowhere to be found.
He moved away, didn't
Dylan's
he?
like, F you, Quartermains. I'm going to get involved in any of your business.
Yeah, he moved away. That was the last thing they did, and he moved away.
Oh, goodness. Amelia says, Matt, when we get older, we don't have the same energy. So maybe she just doesn't have the energy to just be on, and needs to take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Melissa thinks that Tracy needs to fix the ELQ situation.
Oh, she will.
This ELQ
She's going to
situation.
come in the house. She's going to come in the house, and she's going to tell Ned what an idiot he is, probably.
Oh gosh, I don't know. So, what is she going to deal with first? Is she going to deal with both of them? I don't know. Is she going to be on the adventure, or is this it? This was it.
I hope she's on the adventure.
Will there be an ELQ storyline? Yes, we're getting started with one. I don't know how deep into it we're going to get because we're still very busy with the Victor stuff. Really, when it comes down to it, there's only so many minutes in an episode. Only really so much that you can do.
Well, they're going to have, you know, some other story's going to blow up when this, when the Castine thing cools off, and the Luke thing cools off.
Yeah.
They're going to talk about something after that. What they got to do? Not going to do another Hook killer.
Oh goodness. Here's a good update. This is kind of tangent, but it's also a good update. Something that we haven't been talking about because I haven't been telling you about it yet, Ma. The looming writers' strike.
Heard something about a looming writer's strike. What do
Yeah.
you think? Is that really going to happen?
Yeah, it seems pretty likely that it's going to happen. And this happened in like what, 2004, 2006, something like that. There was a writer's strike that just really ruined a whole season of TV. It almost canceled Lost. So it seems as though we're looking at the same thing. When it comes to me knowing people who are involved in Hollywood as actors, there was a lot of unusual work during the holiday season. Like usually the holiday season is pretty quiet when it comes to work, but there was a lot of it this time. And there's really not a whole lot available right now. And so it seems like this has been kind of a looming thing that's been on the wall for a little while. And Hollywood was like, we're going to get as much done as we can until we can't get anything done anymore, which we're sort of into that point. Anyway, Angela, who's always far more plugged in and educated than we are, says that if the writer's strike does start on May 1st, then I guess Laura Wright must have said that they have enough scripts done, enough scripts written, approved, ready to turn into episodes, that the show will be able to withstand a long writer's strike if need be.
That's awesome.
So that would be good because we cannot afford
No.
to have a break. So, but
No.
the rest of your shows, though, unfortunately, might be affected by this, and that would be unfortunate. Your shows, I'm not talking soaps. Soaps are probably going to be fine. But I'm
Yeah,
talking like anything that you're watching on prime time, or you're looking forward to coming
yeah.
back next season or something like that. You might be running into an issue. Um, so
Well,
I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, it's pretty quick. It's always
huh.
about streaming rights. They're always trying to renegotiate about streaming rights and how to get paid well for it. When it comes down to it, from my basic understanding, writers' pay has been reduced quite a bit when now that there's so much streaming content out there.
Uh-huh.
That it's no longer like, well, I'm going to write for ABC, which is the big prominent primetime
Yeah,
big money deal. Now I'm
yeah.
writing a really popular show on Freevee. Freevee doesn't
Mhm,
have any notoriety, but people really love this show that's on
mhm.
Freevee. So it's, I guess, a little bit more difficult now to negotiate your value as a writer, uh, given
Oh.
the evolution of platforms that your content can
Mm.
be found on now. Plus, generally speaking, there's just way less money to be had when everything's streaming. They really cut themselves deep when it comes to profitability across the board. You have to be $1 billion movie now to make any money in the theater, and
Mhm,
they did that to themselves.
mhm.
If they had just left it, anyway, that's not about GH. Anyway, back to it. Back to it. All 4 soaps have at least one person on staff that went FICOR last time, so all soaps will be fine. I don't know what FICOR means, but cool. Amazing, great. Sounds like everything's going to be okay.
Good.
Okay. Drew and Curtis make a discovery. They make the Virgo discovery. Oh, you know what we also get? The most solid proof that we have gotten at all that Drew does not remember Drew's life. He's still got all Jason's memories.
Yeah,
Because he's like, I got to go through my boxes and see what I used to know.
yeah.
So we got it. We finally got our 100%, 1,000,000% proof about
Huh.
what it is that's going on in Drew's head. Now the big question mark is, how do we make Drew behave like he used to behave and not like this other person entirely?
Mm. Well, I was happy to see, we mentioned it last week. Why don't they have the Navy SEAL in there doing
Hmm.
something? So I'm happy to see it, and I want to see Cameron Matheson do something besides just chill on everybody.
Yeah. Angela explains FICOR means that they're in the Writers Guild, but they can't vote, so they can still work during strikes. So,
Oh,
I guess there's
okay.
ways around it to do it.
Ways around
I
it.
always thought that if I was a writer, there was a writer's strike. You know what I'd do at that time of not being able to actually produce things for the show? Still produce things for the show. Just don't give it to them.
I
You,
would too.
you know, because
I would too.
and can you imagine like enough time too to like really massage it and make it really extra great? Because there's more
Mhm.
time. Oh man. Anyway, but that's because I have a work ethic and I enjoy what I do. I don't know if it's like that for everybody. Sometimes a job's a
No.
job, even in
Well,
Hollywood. Sometimes a job's a job.
yeah.
Anyway, let's see. I like Happy Drew, says Melissa. It's nice to have a joyful character. It is nice to have a joyful character like Spinelli. But this Drew here, this, and then we're gonna work, and then we're gonna. Oh my gosh! And then why is this? And then it's circled in red. That's my favorite color, Curtis. This has to be mine. Oh my, just yes. Oh, it's too much. It's too much.
Well, I don't think it would get on my nerves as much if I didn't have Ryan Lavery in the right
Even
there.
Ryan wasn't this happy, though. Even Ryan wasn't this into figuring out the mystery. We got it.
Well, I am looking forward to seeing a different side of Drew King. And I want him to go to the island of Dr. Moreau. I want him and Curtis both to go to the island of Dr. Moreau.
Find the people with the deer legs and the pig face.
Yeah.
Oh goodness gracious! Oh, all kinds of fun, just speculation happening in the chat right now too. No, you know what people have just wanted to talk about all hour long so far that I just haven't given them
What's that?
is Christina, Dex, Joss, and Spencer, and Trina, and Cameron, and Esme, and all this young love that's just going to spill out all onto each other and just continue to just love all over each other.
Yeah. Hey, wasn't it pretty cool that we saw Christina and they have a hint of maybe she's going to do something.
She can run a charity or something.
Yeah,
Sonny
she's
bought
going to
her a
run
charity. I was
Daddy.
disappointed. I'm like, come on, you
Daddy.
can't run a charity and be a mobster, Christina. But then you can.
Well,
you can't.
What's interesting to me is like a couple of years ago when Sonny would do something to try to help Christina, she'd be pissed at him, let me live my own life.
Well, yeah, she's tried to live her own life and failed miserably, so now she's ready for help.
So I really thought, when she opened the envelope, I thought it was going to be the deed to the bar.
She just stole it from Phyllis.
I thought that
Phyllis is going back to Nixon Falls.
Yeah, but Phyllis is an employee though. He didn't
true.
give it to her.
That's true.
It's his. It's Sonny's.
That's true.
So I just thought it was the deed to Charlie's. But I'm happy that it's not, because this is more interesting.
Well, now she gets to run a charity, I believe is what it was, right?
Yes, it's a charity for homeless teenagers, right?
Something where there was passion. My dad knows him so well, Dex. He's such a good man. He started a charity. You can't hurt him. He's so good. He's not like that evil person that you beat up in the military at all.
Well, I think that Dex is going to be very conflicted. He does have an allegiance with Sonny now, I think, and I think he's got an emotional tie to Sonny. He's becoming more Jason-like.
He and Josh should get shot, and they're in adjoining beds at the hospital holding hands. Beep, beep, beep. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And then she's gonna be like, "We gotta do it." She's like, "I can't. We're at the hospital. I'm very hurt, Jocelyn."
Yeah. They need to be careful, and so does Spencer and Trina on that boat. Okay, because they is about to bump ugly.
If the haunted star is a rockin', don't come a knockin'.
Exactly right. If the haunted stars are rocking, don't come a knocking. So and they were about to go. They're about to go for it, and he just said, "Well, maybe they're gonna throw Obred in here. Obred's gonna be my ice. Come on."
Angela reminds us that Sonny sold the bar to Phyllis for $1.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Phyllis ain't never there.
No, she's still living her life. Owners pay. Just collecting the profits and just retiring because Lenny's dead.
Yeah.
They didn't have to kill Lenny. They could have just burned down the Tano. Again.
I guess they wanted to keep Phyllis around, but they didn't want to keep Lily. And now they don't even want to keep Phyllis around.
Yeah, there's no use for Phyllis. It's unfortunate because she could have been useful for other characters than just Sonny and Nina.
Well, I always thought that they could have turned Phyllis into kind of like they could have made her the one that they go to for advice for everything. Like this. Of my mind now. What Luke and Bobby's aunt?
Ruby.
They could have made her Ruby.
That old hoe.
That old hoe.
Oh goodness. Okay. All right, Ma. All right. Here we go. All right. You could take one side or the other. The chat was having a discussion about this. We've discussed it on our show a bunch already, but this deep into stories, this deep into it all. Dex, Dante's kid or AJ's kid? Where are you feeling? How you feeling this week?
Well, I really wouldn't be surprised either direction they go, but I'm still pulling for Dante's kid.
Yeah. Okay, you want Dante's kid. Dante's kid, okay.
But he looks more like a Quatermain. If he's Dante's kid, it doesn't matter.
Dante's kid.
If he's Dante's kid, Dante and Brenda's kid, he should be darker.
Well, what if he grew his hair out? Would it be darker if he grew his hair out? Or is it light because it's short?
But, but he looks more like a Quatermain.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just...
I don't really want him to be Jason's kid. If he's going to be a Quatermain, I'd rather he be AJ's child.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. How dare you say that, Amelia? We'll get to that in a minute. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
And it looks like Sam's going to save the day for
Oh
Cody.
yeah, Sam is taking.
Gladys Earl.
Oh,
Damn, you're dumb. And evidently needs some intervention and needs to go to a meeting for Gamblers Anonymous. Man, that runs deep in that family. The Corbins cannot stop betting on things.
The Corbins love to gamble. And they're bad at it too.
And they're bad at it too, yeah. So, Mike used to be at the horse track all the time. Sonny was always scooping him up. Always mad at him for that.
Yeah, yeah. They reintroduced Mike as played by the new guy. You know what I'm talking about, Max Gail. Because he was running some money for a small-time gangster in New York and lost it because he had been starting to succumb from Alzheimer's. And Sonny was like, I can't believe you took it to the horse races, Pop. Again, I thought you'd broken this. I thought you broke this habit, but you just can't take it. You just said I was going to take it to the horses. I was going to bet all your money away. It's like, I didn't, Sonny, I swear. I don't know what happened. Somebody stole it from me, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
I feel bad for Mike too. Remember, he had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend was like, "I didn't sign up for this."
Oh yeah, she's like, "Oh, I didn't know. I'm just the girlfriend. I'm out of here."
Yeah, she's like, "No,
yeah, and then he lived with Sonny, and they all lived happily ever after for a while.
But anyway, those folks got themselves a addictive gene. I think the Corbin family are subject to addiction.
Angela says, I think that's the secret that Dante and Cody have. Is that he's Dante's child. That Dex is Dante's child. That's what Angela says. That's the secret. I don't like that secret, though. I don't like that secret for two reasons. Number one, I think they were hanging out when they were like 12. So I don't think that's when Dante was hanging out with Brenda. Number two is I want Dante and Cody to have killed a man in 1992. It's really important to me that happens because I have dedicated so many weeks to saying that in that voice that, that I just need it to happen. So, Angela, I need you to use your powers and write a letter and tell them that Dante and Cody killed a man in 1992.
Yeah, 1992. So, well, that's going to be new. That's going to heat up after May as well.
Yeah.
After the May sweeps. You know what I think is really cool? I love the fact that the convention is right after May sweeps, where there's so much juicy stuff.
Yeah, there's going to be some cool stuff to talk about.
Cool stuff to talk about.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm excited.
This week, they were covering up Sasha's tummy with a big old handbag on the counter.
Matt thinks Mike is Bill Clinton, says Melissa. Oh, Melissa. At the end of that impression, that's all I heard. Was at the end of it. It was Bill Clinton at the end. I'm like, that's Mike or Bill Clinton. One of the two. Probably both. I did not. With that woman. Depends on what your definition of is. Diane and Robert smooched. Much to the love or the disdain of the internet.
I loved it. And at first she was like, I kind of didn't like it a little bit because I thought he just went in. He did not, there was no permission granted, it seemed like. And at first she was like, huh? But then she was like, do you think? She seemed a little startled at first.
Yes.
And then she was digging.
Yeah, well, yes. Well, it's because she didn't want to kiss him like this, all dirty and on the side of the road with a face full of motor oil.
That's why he kissed her, though, because he thought she looked hot in that baseball uniform with Scorpio on her back.
Yes. Look at you. You just all dressed down. I've never seen you not in a suit before like this. I'm going to kiss you. And they, they did a classic, classic pushy 80s style. You couldn't get away
I
with that
liked it.
now. You can't get away with that now. I mean, you can get away with it right then and there because it's fine, it's whatever. But
Mhm.
you can't do that. You can't do that in real life, folks. If you pull somebody in, they're like, "Oh, don't kiss me," you have to stop. You can't you can't continue. That's wrong. Don't do that.
No.
But Robert Downey.
I like it. I've been pulling for a Robert and Diane union. I want it to stay that way. And even though, okay, Robert, we talked about this before. Robert,
Mm-hmm.
Kristen looks like quite an older gentleman now.
Mm-hmm.
And when you pair him with certain people, it's kind of like, even though I think Diane is a well put together, beautiful woman, I don't get the it with the two of them.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
don't.
Him and
I
Olivia's
love it.
fine. Him and Rob, him and this lady Diane that we're just talking about. They're fine. But you can't put like Robert with like Amy. That'd be weird.
You can't put Amy with anybody. Damn, she's awful. They need to put tape on her mouth. Hey.
Robert and Sam. Uh-huh.
What?
Huh? Weird. Weird.
Uh-uh.
Ingo already lost. Yeah, I think they threw Ingo's lawsuit right out the door. Like the judge went, dismissed.
Probably. Probably.
So the chat's talking about when Steve Britton's coming back to the show. Could it be as early as September? We're thinking no.
He's on contract with Days, isn't he?
Well, it's over by then.
Oh, okay.
Because that's deep now. Because Days is so far ahead of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think so, folks. I think he's going to be just done for a while, unless Frank Valentini just really likes Steve Burton. But then again, Frank Valentini ran that show for 5 entire years without Steve Burton.
Sure did.
So
I do think that Steve Burton will be back on General Hospital again someday, but not this soon. I just don't see it happening. You never know, though.
Nope, we'll see.
You never know.
Amelia wanted to know, Kat, that Tristan is an older gentleman.
He sure is. He sure is.
He can't fix a car, though. That's okay. He'll be 77 in June, it says Kelly. Woo-wee. Angela suggests that Jason will be back by November sweeps. We'll see, Angela. We'll see. But what I want you to do, Angela, for us, if there's any sort of big return like Steve Burton's coming back to General Hospital, if we don't say it first, don't tell us. Yeah, keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. Unless we say it, then go nuts. Because then you know that we already know. And this is specific to something huge, like Steve Burton is finally coming back to GH. Let me know if Cyrus is bound to return, because I'm ready for more Cyrus or no.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Steve Burton, he was pretty smart though when he left, and he didn't talk a whole lot of smack, other than I'm just not getting.
Yeah, no, they denied my appeals. Thanks everybody.
Yeah,
it was
and
good.
that was pretty much it. Yeah, that's the end of it.
Good time. It was a good time. GH might be dropping their COVID stuff by May. We'll see. Whatever. We'll see.
Well, we'll see what Disney says.
Well, Disney has already dropped it. GH is one of the last holdouts. But then again, GH was also one of the first productions as well to put in such strict standards. Yeah. GH was a bit of an industry leader. Well, thank you, Angela, for keeping your lips sealed. Sometimes I just like to get surprised by things. Mm-hmm. If there's a way to be surprised by something like that, which I doubt I could be.
I liked Steve Burton on there, though. I did. I like me some Jason. I'd be happy to see him come back. I would.
It was too much of him. It's too much.
But actually, though, when it comes to like, now, if Steve Burton had still been in the show, he would have been smack dab in the middle of all this.
He'd be on the Haunted Star, sneaking around, trying to shoot people.
He'd have been there because there was just really no storyline that they didn't put Steve into a certain degree. Just like kind of like with just kind of like with Laura.
There was too much of it.
There's just not very many storylines they don't plug him into.
Too much.
So
too much.
He would, and I don't. My point is, I don't miss Steve Burton in this particular storyline. I don't think I would enjoy it more if he were there.
And there wouldn't be room for new heroes like Spencer and Trina.
Yeah.
Or Dex. Dex wouldn't even be a character that's prominent and involved if Jason was. So, you know, it creates opportunity for other people. So I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
So this coming week, I wonder if anybody's going to make it to the island where they're at this coming week. I mean, obviously people from Port Charles are going to find them.
Yes.
They're going to be there. I don't know if it's going to be this coming week though. We got a wedding to do this week.
And a pikeman deal. Like, oh gosh, and a pikeman deal, because the pikeman deal's tonight. Yes.
And the pikeman deal goes down tonight.
It's gonna just be just a cacophony of craziness.
And we still don't know who pikemen is. We don't really know.
We're gonna find out who's been cast as Mr. Pikeman. And while all that's going on too, Carly and Nina still just cannot stop arguing.
I know they cannot stop fighting. They cannot stop fighting. And I tell you what, Nina's gonna tell on him now when it comes to her and Drew and the insider trading stuff. Because they showed her, you know, flashing back to the conversation when she's sitting with Ava, and Ava's telling her, "Oh, you got this ammunition, you know." Oh, I think they're just going to use it now. I think Carly just hurt her feelings a little too much that particular day.
Yeah. It's just a bummer because things have gone on for so long that it's just becoming increasingly hard to not see Carly's side of things on this, especially after this most particular recent exchange.
Well, yeah, but I the one thing that I really am on Nina's side for when it comes to Carly is, yes, perhaps my relationship with my daughter would still be severed and still be unhealthy. However, she still could have had her aunt's bone marrow months ago.
It's true. That is true. But there's no denying what Carly had said to Nina, though. You know, like from the moment you met Willow, you've just hated her.
Antagonized the crap out of her.
And then, you know, you just suddenly turn around. It's supposed to be, oh, I'm mommy. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's very true. It's very true. But then again, you look at things like Harmony. And then I know that people are out there too saying, well, the Harmony and Willow had years. Did they, though? Did they? Because Harmony kept on disappearing. You know, every time she showed up, Willow was like, Mom, you're here. What? I didn't expect to see you here. So, I don't know. But yeah, Carly could have said something earlier had she known about the cancer, but she didn't know about the cancer. As soon as she knew about the cancer, she said something.
But if she just said something from the get-go, as soon as Willow found out she had cancer, even though she might have delayed it anyway because of pregnancy, because that's what she did, but still.
She might have had a chance. I don't know, man.
And Drew wouldn't have done all that running around looking for repairs.
Things could have been very different if people were just honest on a soap opera. If they just told the truth, everybody could be happy. Harmony was in jail. She could have gone and visited her in jail and didn't. Or I don't know. Okay, you know, there's a lot of uncovered territory on General Hospital. There's a lot of stuff that they don't just talk about or cover. And when they realize that they didn't, they throw a line in there real quick. What was the random line that they threw in there this week to catch us up on something? Gosh, I forget what it was. It was ridiculous. Oh, it was the ELQ stuff. It was like, yeah, the stock dropped when Valentine disappeared. It's been a fire at the office. I just haven't been on the show to tell you about it. You know, like.
Well, Valentine. Look, I thought Ned was kind of right. You know, yes, Valentine had all this going on, but Anna is doing very well. He should at least did not necessarily a press conference, but a press release.
Something.
Could have said something.
Yes. I am a spy. Please buy my stock. I retire as the CEO of ELQ. Carly is Carlying and Nina is Ninaing, says Chandra, and I think that's pretty much that's accurate. That's where we're at.
Yep.
Carly's gonna Carly and Nina's gonna Nina when they're in the same room together.
Yeah, that's true.
You should have did this. Well, you should have did that. I wouldn't have done that if you didn't.
And they're better than they used to be But Carly and Ava have done that a lot too.
Ooh, Ava
And
trying
they
to come to the aid of her friend Nina, trying to put her darker, deeper demons aside
oh yeah, I
to
thought
try
that
to
Ava
appeal to
was
Carly.
I thought Ava was extremely kind this week and not so self-centered, you know. She's very different than the old Ava.
Trying to give Carly that one last ditch effort, one last
Yeah,
ditch reminder that you could end this
yes.
before it gets any further than it
Yes.
has.
And you've done it before because you did it with me for the sake of Avery.
I didn't do it for you, for Avery. I still hate you. Oh, okay, Carly. Jeez, I didn't know it was like that. Really, I didn't. I thought we had come to understanding. No,
Mm-hmm.
again, again. Oh my God, Carly! I thought you grew up or something in Florida. Didn't that what they said you did in Florida was grow up some?
Grow up
I don't
some,
see
change your
that.
name.
I don't see that at all.
You killed Morgan today, and Nina stole your baby.
Oh my God. Okay. Hey, Carly, I'm out of here. Good luck. I'm gonna go find Trina. Thanks for
Yep.
that information, by the way. 2 days late. Everybody runs around this
Right?
city. Everybody runs around this city saying I'm like Trina's second mother, and yet now I find out that she's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like Carly making Ava cry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was. I thought Ava was really, really trying real hard to reach out to Carly and really, and I'm not being nasty at all. Just really trying to be, you know, like just two decent women together. And what?
I lost Robert Scorpio.
Oh, did he fall off the wall?
Robert fell off the wall, everybody. He's left the 10th floor to go hang out with Diane. Oh, goodness gracious. But they made up when Ava learned about Trina. Oh, did they make up? That's lame. I missed their little makeup. They shouldn't have made up. They should continue to be at odds and hate each other because that's what I want for my soap. I want everybody to hate Carly. That's where Carly fits in best, is everybody hates her, and so she's just vindictive to everybody about it. That's the core. That's where she's best.
Well,
Carly doesn't need friends.
well, Carly in the past hasn't had very many. She really hasn't. She probably has more friends now than she ever has before.
It's too many.
You know,
Take her friends
She has-
away.
she has a pretty good relationship with Mama Q.
I need a serial killer to come through and kill all of Carly's friends.
Well, we just had one, hun.
Well, we're going to have a better one, and we're going to call it the Carly Friend Killer. The CFK.
Carly Friend Killer.
The CFK, and people are going to be like, what?
Well, yeah, Heather will get out for you.
And then Colonel Sanders is going to save it. And Colonel Sanders is going to materialize in Maxie's apartment and be like, the secret has always been my cousin Martin and this recipe.
Would it be?
Oh.
I want them. I want either. I want Martin to be on there more. I really do. I want the second wife to show her gnarly head because they mentioned her so many times in the
And just
past.
be somebody really soapy.
I want Martin to have one crappy kid. I want him to have an adult kid that's a craphead.
Who from One Life to Live can Frank Valentini resurrect to play Martin Gray's second wife? You know? Jakari, is he still here? Let me know. You know, an actor or a character, you know.
Yeah.
It would totally be a Frank Valentini move. Oh, yeah, I was married for 6 months to Vicky. I don't know. Willow delayed telling people about her condition. Yeah. Have we just
Yes, she
abandoned
did.
the Hook story? No, we resolved the Hook story. Heather was the Hook and went back to jail. The end.
Yeah. There was the hook all along.
Robert fell off the wall because you kept making him sound like Bugsy Siegel. I don't know who Bugsy Siegel is, so I'll have to look that reference up.
That is
I don't know.
either.
I was just trying to be Australian because I'm Australian, like Robert Scorpio. I guess I sound like Bugsy Siegel. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Tristan.
We'll
See you at
hang
the
you back
con,
up
maybe.
here later.
Yeah. Willow delayed. Have we just abandoned? Oh, sorry. I want to try the cake. Oh, Amelia, you definitely need to try the hummingbird cake because it's amazing. Just find a good recipe out there. Oh, did we ever share it on Twitter, the recipe that you cooked for Christmas? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we'll have
And
to share it.
honestly,
You just Googled it.
I just Googled it, so I don't even have it. And I don't remember which one it would be even.
Martin's second wife should definitely have to be Tina Buchanan.
I love it. Yes.
I don't know who Tina Buchanan is. Tell me.
Well, Tina is a lord, actually.
Thanks, Kelly, for coming by.
She's Vicky's little sister.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, Kelly. Kelly's amazing. Kelly's the
Little
best.
Kelly.
She's also
I
4 hours
swear,
ahead
I'm
of us. She's
gonna
probably
get
gonna
you
make
one
dinner. or
this
something.
week. Go and put it in the mail.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. The pikeman still looms. Esme's definitely going to break out and go to this island at some point. She's going to be the stowaway on the hero's boat.
Who?
Esme.
You think so?
Yeah, when the heroes take off on their airplane or their boat to go catch up with the island, she's going to stow away because she's gotta go get Ace.
Well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. That would be kind of juicy. I think that would be good.
Yeah. They're going to find her. You'll be like, oh, we can't go back. We got to take her.
I felt bad for Laura this week, and she said that she really couldn't save her son, but she can try to save her grandsons.
She can try to save her grandsons. And Alexis also is all like, ooh, hey, we haven't heard from Nicholas. This is weird how he is didn't even call during this situation. Don't you find that strange, Laura?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Laura said to her too, no, maybe you know more than you think you do. So, this umbrella is just getting wider and wider.
And wider and wider and wider.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to get involved by the time May sweeps us around.
I hope they have I hope they have a cool set for the island.
And this is how we're hooking Alexis in. You know how we were complaining loudly last week that they weren't involved?
Yes.
But now we're getting the Cassidy, well, at least Alexis. We'll see how it sprinkles down into her daughters who have endometriosis, who are trying to save Cody, who are getting charities. All three of them have storylines right now.
I know. I like it.
It's good.
I like them Davis girls. I do.
And they have stories. They don't have just
They
like
have
I'm on.
stories.
They have stories.
Yes. I think
That's really
Molly's
cool.
going to be on quite a bit. And I think that Christina's going to be on quite a bit too.
Yeah. Especially if she's going to have to be the surrogate or something. Somebody in chat earlier had suggested that she's either going to be the surrogate or her charity is going to help Molly and TJ find a child.
Yeah.
But then
That makes
TJ's going to
sense.
want its own biological flesh and blood kid. Let's see. Tina Lord's a good idea. Tina would be perfect. She's basically Lucy. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's Lucy, yes.
Mm-hmm. Roxy Balsam could have played Martin's wife if the actress hadn't played Ava's mother. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought of
Billion.
Blair. Martin's wife should be Blair Manning. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. Those are some fun suggestions. Thank you very much, chat.
Wouldn't it? I don't know.
My ex-wife, Erica Kane.
Or maybe even Dorian. That'd be hilarious.
Ugh. Dorian. Friggin' Dorian. It's nobody. I don't know. He's lied. He's never been married. Leslie Martin isn't Blair's flavor at all. Blair would never go for Marty. Oh, that's funny. What else did people say in here? Ava did cause the death of Morgan. Well, that's also up for debate. It really a matter of perspective. She didn't she didn't plant the bomb that was in the car that blew up Morgan. But he ran into the car because he didn't have the access, because he wasn't taking the proper medication that he was supposed to be. So yes, no, yes. Yes and no. But yes, but no, but yes and no.
Probably the things that happened wouldn't have happened if he'd have been on his meds.
Yes,
So yes,
but no.
she was planning things, but his death wasn't it.
Right. She wasn't hoping that he was going to die. And then, there's one last key piece of actual story this week that we really haven't discussed, Ma.
What's that?
And that is Gregory's diagnosis.
Yeah, and they gave him a real disease.
Yes, ALS. And Christina Applegate from Married with Children, she has ALS.
Yes, she is.
Yes. Yeah, Lou Gehrig's disease is what he
Yes.
explained to the audience. I got ALS, or as they call it, Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah, but I mean, I know Gregory's in a little bit of denial, but he's being stupid because yes, okay, it doesn't have a cure, but it has treatment.
Yeah, but it still sucks.
You can slow it down.
You can slow it down, but it's still a terrible, terrible diagnosis to receive.
It's horrible. But I don't know. It's just like the soap operas, though. Every time somebody has something, they don't tell their family.
Oh yeah, of course they're not going to say anything.
It's always.
Oh
that.
yeah, we did
They won't
forget about
tell
that
their
too.
family.
Thank you very much, Melissa.
What's that?
She reminded us of another story we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so
we'll see how it goes.
I think Gregory's.
Oh, she has MS. I'm sorry, Christina Applegate has MS. I apologize for being wrong about that. I definitely don't want to spread false information about that kind of stuff.
That's true.
Thank you, Amelia.
She did. Yeah.
But anyway,
But Gregory's
big
gonna
bummer
pass
for
away,
Gregory.
isn't he?
I guess eventually. I don't know how long.
Eventually, I think they're going to have him pass
They
away.
said TJ said that every patient is different, so I have no idea what to
Yes.
expect. Hopefully, they do it respectfully. Hopefully, they do it in a way that is portrayed well.
Isn't that what?
I mean, Gia just does a pretty good job at that for the most part.
What's Michael J. Fox have?
Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's.
Oh, okay. But I think he's the boys are going to have to find out. Hopefully he does it himself and not stupid Alexis. I hope she don't tell the boys.
No. Well, yes, of course.
But
of course, she can't not tell anybody. Come on, she's gonna tell Finn right away.
I hope not.
She's gonna tell Finn right away. Come on, man. Don't be naive, mother.
I think she'll. I think she'll say enough for Finn to figure it out.
Yeah. What's going on?
And Chase is a cop again.
Yes, Chase is a cop again. That is the other story we didn't talk about. Chase is a cop again, and he right away, partner. We gotta go find the haunted star. Let's go.
Yep.
Chase and so I guess Dante's just been partnerless for the last year.
Yes, though.
Valerie Spencer's just nowhere to be found. She made detective for an episode and disappeared.
She sure did. The actress that played her is on Young and the Restless and has a pretty good gig over there.
Well, good for her then. Kicking butt over on Y&R.
Yeah, she is.
Been doing so much walking recently. My back hurts. Trying to get healthy, Going little jaunts.
Healthy is good.
Alexis was saying AA that a friend of hers has a problem and Finn will figure it out because Finn is very smart.
Well, he's a doctor.
I'm gonna figure it out. You're talking about my dad, aren't you? I know because my lips have
figure it out.
detected it. My lips are telling me that you have a secret about my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I think Esme's getting her memory back. People say that every week. I don't know.
Esme's getting her memory back.
That's yeah. Daisy contributes that. That happens. People say that every week. Oh, Esme remembers. Esme remembers. Esme remembers.
Well, she's gonna remember eventually. She's like little tiny things have happened though that
She's gonna get on the boat. She's gonna find a knife, and she's gonna have all of these ninja skills that she didn't know she had.
Oh, her inner Ryan's gonna come out.
And with every murder, another memory is unlocked. It just turns into a horror movie like Carrie, just
Yeah.
Esme just completely covered in blood, standing in the doorway of Trina and Spencer
Oh.
with a knife and just buckets of blood all over her, just matted in her hair, and she's
Oh gosh, Matt.
I came to save you. Where's my baby? My giant baby. My goodness, I need Amelia to calm down. All right, that is a fussy little girl. She's distracting. Amelia just cries in the boathouse all the time. And they say that Ace is the one with colic. No. No. That's Amelia. That's Amelia. Laura's being played by Esme. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think
No.
Laura's just a little too savvy to be really played by her. I don't really think so.
Yeah.
I really don't think so. However, though, we are starting to see some evidence of Esme's personality being the same, even though she doesn't remember.
Right.
We are seeing some, that she's not a real nice individual.
Well, no. Plus,
She's
people
snarky,
really
she's
haven't given her
naughty.
reason to be either.
She's snarky, she's snotty, and she's entitled.
Well, she needs her baby.
She does need her baby, I understand, but it's just that Esme's personality is shining through.
Yes. And yes, you know what? Yeah. Thank you very much, Melissa, because there is an Amelia that's in chat, so I just definitely need to say little Amy Q rather than Amelia, because I don't want Amelia to think that I'm like, oh, Amelia, you need to calm down. You're so fussy. You have colic, because I definitely don't think that you have colic, Amelia. I don't. Can you guys hear that? That's the blender. Can you hear that, Mom?
No, I don't hear anything.
Perfect, because I can hear it, but you can't. That's good. Just
Well,
making sure.
the windows open and there's lawnmowers and blowers.
Oh, I can't even hear that. So we're good. Look at us. Look at us in our non-soundproof booths, broadcasting clearly to the internet at large. Ace, Baby Ace is the best actor on the dang show. He is constantly giving. He is constantly giving, and I believe this is the motion that Melissa is depicting through emojis. Jacarius thinks the babies are cute. Amelia agrees. Giant babies are gorgeous, says Melissa. So yeah. They're
are.
pretty babies.
They are. They're sweet little babies.
Just squeeze those little cheeks, those giant-headed babies.
I wonder next week when we have the wedding, is Wiley going to be the same little boy?
Are they going to age him up again? Wiley's 12 now.
Well, I just know the twins that played Wiley first.
Yes.
I thought they were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Little dude that's there right now.
You hate that child.
No, I don't hate the child, but
you are campaigning to get this child fired from his job.
No Jophiel. He is no Jophiel.
Well, nobody's a Jophiel except for Jophiel. Chandra agrees. Hopes it's a new Wiley.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Well, Daisy does remind us that not telling family about illness is a real thing that happens in real life.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
And we know that.
My father had leukemia for 2 years and didn't tell me.
Yeah. So it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
How do we not get a Sprina baby if they do it on the island or on the boat? How do we prevent the Sprina baby? Are we just going to assume that Trina is just on the pill? Or is this so planned where none of that exists and we're either going to get pregnant or we won't?
No, you know what? Okay. I think it's too soon for them to tell that story. It's too soon for there to be a Sprina baby.
Yeah.
It's too soon.
Yeah.
They don't need it.
So let's avoid it. Let's not do it. Let's skip it.
Let's not do
We're
a
going to
baby
skip it.
yet.
We're going to skip it. Daisy likes
baby
Wiley.
yet. Am I ready for a Sprina baby in like 3 or 4 years? Oh, yeah, of course I am.
Yeah.
But no, I don't want to Sprina baby right now. There's so much story to tell without a baby. Hey, kind of, like with a lot of like evening TV shows, it made me think of this. They add a baby, they add another this and that when series is almost jumping the shark. They don't need that right now.
Yeah, GH adds babies because it's the thing to do.
I know, but they don't need a screener, baby. No.
No.
It's too
Chandra
soon.
agrees. Chandra agrees. Melissa says that since Trina's mom is a doctor, she's pretty sure that Trina's probably on the pill. I don't know. It only matters when it matters on the show, you know?
Yeah.
Melissa thinks that Wiley's going to be recast as Wes Ramsey. So Wes Ramsey's going to come back to play Wiley. Dad, I think maybe we should give Grandpa
Really?
Sonny a chance, you know? Maybe Grandma Nina loves me enough for me to have a relationship.
Nope.
Get him out of here.
I'm afraid of Peter's kid. Now Peter might have the same twin. You never know.
If I were a doctor, continues Melissa, and my kid was in college, the pill. But your kid is an 18-year-old in college, and you don't get to decide.
No.
Boom. How about that, Melissa? Christina and Valerie were interesting characters. I'm looking forward to more from Christina. Somebody had asked in the chat earlier if we thought that perhaps the resolution to the baby storyline is Christina finds a pregnant teenager to give the baby for a baby to be given to Molly and TJ. That
Yep,
seems likely.
Possibility.
That seems like a pretty soapy storyline that introduces
does.
a new character with potential new ties and drama, and who is this baby really, and it just seems perfectly appropriately soapy.
Do you remember years ago, Matt? Do you remember this on All My Children? Didn't they have the Jesse and Angie befriended a young girl that was having a baby, and they
Yeah. The nanny. They hired her as the nanny. She was having the baby, and then Jesse stole the baby. Because Jesse and Angie's baby didn't survive.
yes.
And so Jesse stole the baby and said, "No, Angie, your baby did survive. You can't tell because you're blind."
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
I remember that.
Daisy can see Esme as Carrie. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys think that ultimately they will redeem Esme though?
Like totally? Probably. I think so. You're you're about to have a lot of people yelling at you in the chat. No, I'm kidding. People aren't going to yell. But you're going to have a differing opinion here in a second once that question gets broadcast.
Yeah, but do you think they're going to redeem her? You know, I think in this story, are they going to? I think they're going to try.
Oh yeah. She's gonna be on the side of good for a while, and then she's gonna take Cameron for a minute, and people will be like, "Cameron, you can't do that." And she'll be like, "What do you mean? She's totally different. She's not the same girl as before."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all kinds of good stuff like that. Chandra
William
wishes they'd
Lipton
bring
never
Mallory
comes back on the show, but they could recast Cameron if they really wanted to.
Yeah, so I don't think that any sort of Esme Cameron thing is going to happen as soon as like this summer, because William Lipton already said, "I'm going to come back in the summer. I've already worked it out." We'll see, he said, he'll be back in the summer, yada yada. But that's not really enough time for like a heavy hitting story. Cameron is dating Esme, not for it to have the time that GH needs to tell the story. That's for sure.
Right.
Because that's only 3 months. So I can't imagine he getting involved in a relationship when he comes back, but he'll get involved in some drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Esme is getting redeemed, says Basilini, by being a caring mother.
To a certain degree, yes.
And that's something that Austin is talking about. You're a very attentive, caring mother. I wish more were like you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Daisy would pray for Cameron because Esme is Heather 2.0. I can see Esme as Mrs. Cameron Weber, says Melissa. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh, and it means he'll be filming in the summer. Any storylines will be later. Oh no,
look.
I've lost another person.
No, that wasn't a person. That was your.
That was
your
my nurse's ball.
Nurse's ball.
I need to replace the tape.
Oh.
Oh no, my whole thing is crumbling down below me. Esme will be around forever.
Things are because the temperature is changing where we live now, Matt.
Yeah. Oh, plus these have been up for months and months and months. I'm sure that the tape has heated up and chilled and heated up and chilled. Esme is definitely good to her baby. I see her remembering, but still being more good than shifty. Well, sometimes having a baby on a soap is exactly what a character needs in order to realign their morality. You know?
Yeah.
Or losing a baby.
Actually, it made a huge difference in Carly back in the day when she had Michael.
Yeah, I mean, how much of a difference, though?
Well, she's still, her basic core, she's still a turd.
Yeah.
And Esme will be too. She can pull it out of her hat when she needs it. Kind
Yeah.
of like Ava.
Yeah.
Ava's redeemed.
Yes.
But when she needs to be a badass, she is. She'll still stab you literally
yes.
back like she did
She'll
Ryan.
bash you over the back of the head with a statue if you're going to go take the
Yeah,
baby.
she will.
Yes. Having babies didn't help Heather. No. Having babies made Heather worse. Sometimes it's not having a baby, but losing a baby. Losing a child. That helps realign as well. And that's something that Ava had that really helped her as well.
Yes.
Between Griffin, the relationship with Griffin, a good man seeing the good in her, and encouraging her more heroic tendencies rather than her more villainous ones, especially after the surgery recovery from the burning of the Corinthos warehouse. And then the death of Kiki were definitely two big catalyze catalytic converters when it comes to
it was a catapulting thing.
Yes, two things that have launched Ava into who she is today and allowed her to see the woman that Nina is right now. You know, she's not the same person that, let me very clearly say on this show for the last time, knocked me out and induced labor, not cut the baby from my womb.
Right.
No, they said it on the show too, like clearly, like, did you ever forget her? Not for taking your child, like they were specific, for knocking you out and inducing labor and then stealing your child. Like they said it so purposefully.
Yes. Well, it's a truth.
Yeah, because of just the misremembering of the story that has gone on.
Yes.
And yeah,
but ultimately she did put the health of Ava and the baby in jeopardy though.
Well,
she's no damn doctor.
Yes, she did, but she did not take a knife.
No, she did not give her cesarean.
Right. Oh gosh. Oh goodness gracious. Esme is yet to be redeemed, so not yet. Is my room humid? It is. So it's my room is unusually warm because the air conditioner is not working as it should.
Still, Matt?
What do you mean still? From like 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Yeah.
Housemate sucks.
Yeah, you would think people would be more responsive, but no. They're not. It's like if they're not here to experience it, it's like it's not really a problem. Anyway, remember Joss was holding a BOX of CONDOMs for Trina. Well, she doesn't have access to those because Jocelyn's on land. CONDOMS, little rubbers.
Oh,
little rubbers. But Trina wouldn't have access to those because Trina's on land.
No, she wouldn't.
Jocelyn's on land. And then Melissa says that there are no condoms on the boat captained by Victor the Limp. Captain Flaccid.
You don't need them, huh?
Oh goodness gracious! Oh,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, you guys. You're just getting ridiculous. It's time. Get on the elevator. You're dumb. And I love you. You're hella dumb. You're hella dumb. That's my drama teacher used to say all the time. He'd call us that.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
hella dumb.
That's
He didn't
a
mean it.
California word. That hella.
He didn't mean it.
Hella dumb.
He didn't mean it at all. Thank you very much, Lucian Vinci. You're a good man. Okay. I'm getting on the elevator. I'm done. I'm done talking about GH. Do you wanna keep talking to people? Because as always, I'll leave you here.
I still can't see the chat, Matt.
Wouldn't that be something? I don't know. I'm not sure you'd be able to keep up.
I probably couldn't.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't.
Yeah, whatever. People would love to talk to just you, by the way.
No.
They would. Don't sell yourself short like that. People like you.
Well, who's going to be at the convention? Angela's going to be at the convention next month, huh?
I don't know. I don't know if
I
Angela's going to be there.
I think she said that.
Somebody said something. I don't know if it was Angela. I think it was somebody else. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Send us a tweet. Send us an email. We'll get closer to it and stuff, and it'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be fun. We're going to go to the convention in a month and a half or whatever. It's going to be super great. Sign up on buymeacoffee.com/10th floor. We got little membership tiers and stuff, and we're going to be introducing stuff to that pretty soon because we're organizing our thoughts. There's definitely going to be some prizes and giveaways from our adventures through the convention. So get early on that. Get early access to that. Sign up now. Also, you can just be generous and send the $5 coffees, Corinthos coffees on buymeacoffee.com/10th floor. I don't know how to sell this, because it's not selling anything. You're just contributing because you like us, and that's the only thing that I can offer you is the warm heart of contributing to the show to make sure that we can pay for our server space and do cool things for you guys down the line. So do that.
We're gonna do cool things.
Yeah, we're gonna do cool things. It's gonna be super fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Amelia's going to be there. She'll look for us. Well, now that everybody really knows what we look like, we'll be easy to find.
Yep.
But
Easy to
anyway,
find.
get it back onto the elevator. Let's go back down to the first floor. We're going to get into the parking garage, and it is safe as it's ever been because all the bad guys are at sea.
Yeah, they're all out on a boat.
So, I'm on a boat. It's a song. All right, we're gonna get into our cars. We're gonna turn our radios to previous episodes of the 10th floor, which you can find on all of your podcasting platforms. And if you can't find it, reach out to me on Twitter at 10th floor GH, and I will point you in the right direction. Follow us on Twitter while you're at it. We talk about GH all week long. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment if you're not watching live. And I think that's it. Star Trek podcasts and stuff. That the next one will be out now that the series finale is Star Trek Picard season 3. It's it. It's done. No more.
Oh, I think they're going to have a new season next. They're going to have a new generation.
They'll have a new series, but not this one. It's over. Anyway, folks, that's it. Get out of here. Goodbye. Go spend some time with your families. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
And we'll catch you next time right here on the 10th floor. Goodbye.
Bye.